G'day guys, Charlie here. In this video I'm going to give you my 5 most important things you need to know to improve your Medic play. This is aimed at people who have pretty much just started playing. They've jumped on Medic for a little bit and just wanting to get some advanced tips on how to quickly improve their ability to play Medic. The first and most important thing that you need to know when playing Medic is understanding his role. 99% of the time you want to be healing your allies. Your job as Medic is to keep your allies alive so they have enough health to take out any threats that come towards you. You really shouldn't be getting in a position where you need to defend yourself with your own weapons. That should be solely up to your team to keep you alive, but I mean, if you have to, you have to. This also brings me to the second most important thing, which is using your microphone and just having good awareness, because while you're healing your teammates, they're focused on a certain part of the battle and they might not have vision on, say, the flanks, and your job as Medic is to keep an eye on those and use your microphone to call that out to say a soldier that you're healing and telling him that there are additional threats and that might cause you and your soldier to fall back, or he might be able to turn out and take out those additional threats before moving on. I do understand not everyone has a microphone, but if you are wanting to improve your gameplay by at least 50%, you'll probably want to invest in a microphone, because having that microphone, being able to communicate with your teammates, it just keeps you alive a lot longer because you're able to call out those threats. Also, in addition to the microphone, having a good headset or speakers are also very good, because having also a microphone but also your ears as well, listening out for the dead ringer sounds, spy decloak sounds. I mean, spy decloak sound isn't actually that loud, but if you've got a good headset or good speakers, you can pick it up quite easily, and that can save your life. Okay, and moving on to point number 3, going back to the role of the Medic, sharing the heals. Basically this means providing everyone with not only heals but additional buffs as well over heals, just giving players that extra more health, not just sticking on one person and just healing them constantly, which means as a Medic, you got to be looking around, constantly checking everyone's health instead of just having what we like to call tunnel vision. Well, don't really like it, but what we call tunnel vision. Try and just keep aware of your surroundings, and not only does that keep you keep your awareness of where your players are, how many players you have, it also keeps you turning around, checking for spies and everything. So you don't want to be standing still, and you don't want to be looking in the same spot for longer than 2 seconds. Okay, now on to the next point, your importance. You are more important than anyone else on your team. Think of everyone else on your team as pawns. They are meaningless to you. Don't try and have any emotional attachment to them. If you see someone pushing forward, don't just go off and die with them and try and heal them and keep them alive a little bit longer than they should, because it's not your fault if they push forward far too far and get killed. You need to stay alive, and it's better you staying alive than you dying with someone else who is just evidently going to die. So if you Uber someone in and they're going in killing people and it gets to maybe about 10% Uber, you need to fall back. You need to stay alive. Unless the person you've Ubered has killed all the threats, you need to fall back, because again, you don't want to die just for one guy. I mean, I know it's a sad thing to do. You Uber someone in, they go in and kill people, and then you have to fall out and they end up dying, but they need to learn that, they need to fall out as well. You're much more important, because if you fall out, start healing up, you're keeping everyone else alive, then that potentially means you'll get another Uber, and then you'll be able to go in again. But if you die, you've got to wait for respawn time, got to wait to get to the front lines, and that's just precious time you don't want to lose. And this ties in with my final important thing you need to know, and that is dodging and keeping out of battle. Basically, the best thing to do is learn the heal beam distance, and you basically try and keep at that distance as much as you can, so you're the furthest away from the battle as you can be. Generally, you know, you want to be taking as less spam as possible. You want to be in a situation where you can't take any spam at all, and if you are taking a lot of spam, that means you're a bit too close, and that means the person you're healing is out of position. Either that, or yeah, the enemy team's going to come in and just stomp you because, I don't know, they're more powerful. But generally, yeah, you want to be taking as little spam as possible. So get in a position where you can't take any spam, but you also want to be in a position where you're not standing still. You don't want to be huddled in a little hut where you're not taking any spam, but you're just standing there, because I mean that's just as dangerous as standing out there. You always want to position yourself where you've always got an escape route, a plan B. You never want to position yourself where you're in a hut or in an enclosure or just a dead end where you can't escape. You always want to be falling back, and you always want to be in a position where you can fall back safely, because if the enemy comes in with an Uber unexpectedly, you need to be able to fall back and survive. This has been my 5 most important things you need to know to improve your medic play. This is just my personal 5 most important things. Of course, you know, it could change, but this is what I think you need to know for someone who's just started playing and someone who does want to be a good pub medic. I mean, this is totally different to competitive. I mean, a lot of these do apply. I think most of them actually do apply, but yeah, competitive is a lot different to pub play, and this tutorial is, well, I guess it's a tutorial, top tips, is more catered towards pub players. So yeah, I hope this helped, guys, and catch you later for my next one. I should be doing a demo one very shortly. So catch you later, guys.